Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You've got Bert and Lanny, the greatest dividend investors of all time. And we are back with a brand new Monday rendition of what is $10,000 worth from 10 years ago if invested into one of these dividend growth stocks.
Smash that subscribe button, everybody. Give this video a thumbs up. Holler at your boys, the diplomats. We're long-term investors. We're buy and hold investors for as much as we can be. Our goal is to reach financial freedom by buying great stocks and watching those dividends compound. What better way to show the returns than by to look at it over a 10-year long-term time frame?
That's right, guys. Been loving the feedback, loving the tickers that you're dropping in the comments. So please continue to do that. One of the stocks who just had a balmy dividend increase on, I believe, Friday. What was it, Bert? Close to 9%.
Yes. Yep. A solid 9% banger is the one we're going to be talking about today.
That's right, guys. We're going to step into big tobacco with Philip Morris, ticker symbol PM. So, guys, Philip Morris, been around for a long time. Get those Marlboros lit up right now, guys. But we're going to do a little flashback to what if you invested $10,000 into Philip Morris back in September, technically September 21st of 2015. What does the returns look like with dividends and without dividends? But we'll start it off like we always do, without dividends reinvested, brother.
So 10 years ago, the price was $82.12. Ending price today, or as of Friday, I should say, $162.95. That gives you a total return without dividend reinvestment of 156%, Lanny. Per share, you've collected $47 in dividends over this exact same time frame.
Wow. So you're talking about an average annual total return for Philip Morris of 9.85%. Your $10,000 investment is now worth $25.6 thousand, guys. Wow. Yeah. That's without dividends reinvested.
Right. And remember, Philip Morris is a high-paying dividend stock anyway. So this one's going to be a fun one. This one's really interesting when you start looking at the dividends reinvestment, because this is going to be something we haven't seen yet as we've started this series, Lanny.
That's right. Because when you bring in the drip on this, what used to be 5 to 7% yielding dividend growth stock, not so much anymore because of that share price appreciation. But if you had dividend reinvestment or drip turned on, aka acquiring more shares of Philip Morris at each dividend payment time period, Bert, you started out with 122 shares. You ended up with 202 shares. What's that total return looking like?
Remember, the total return out was 156%. Total width is 229%, Lanny. Holy freaking cow. That's an extra 70% thrown up on top of that. Oh. Average annual return is 12.66%. That ending investment is $33,000 compared to $25,600 without the drip.
You got to like the drip right now with Philip Morris, guys. Wow. I mean, again, the last year and a half have really been the true growth time period.
Right, because you had basically 8.5 years of, I don't want to say stagnant prices, but low growth share price where you're just accumulating high yielding shares via drip. The shares are building up so that when it pops in the last year and a half, you're seeing those returns take off and that spread really grow because all those drip shares that you got at the lower prices are now ballooning at the last half.
Exactly, guys. So there it goes. Philip Morris proves that it does look very nice with drip turned on, not timing the market, automatically increasing your dividend income because you also have now 202 shares that are paying you quarterly fat dividends, guys. Again, the returns are amazing when you look at the difference. One just over 150 something percent, one just below 230%. As Bert said, a 70% difference there with drip.
All right, everybody, let us know. Do you own Philip Morris? Have you owned Philip Morris for 10 years like we have? Throw it down there in that comment section.
Guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel. Let us know what other tickers you want to see on these Monday 10K videos, guys. And let's get to 22,000 subscribers. Just remember, you're either with us or you're against us, Jack. That was Bert and Lanny from the DD. Over and out.